we're getting
Live
stuck.
streaming is on.
Giveth feels great. This is how we start the live stream. It really felt great. We had those strange situations. So I was very nervous actually before doing it, but then when once we fixed MetaMask, was no problem. I didn't get any donations yet. I didn't feel like I should donate to my own thing, which also feels strange. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it works.
Cool. Is it ready for me to test as well?
Yep, it's all ready. The only problem we had on Sunday was, so you hear it once more. We were unlucky because actually Taurus was down, so it did not work, and we like, oh no, now staging is not working anymore. What's going on? But Taurus was like, their Infura exceeded the limit, so it was down for I think 12 hours or something, and
maybe we should send them a DApp node.
Yeah, everybody says that. The DApp nodes are great. They're not as stable as we think. Like, it's very bad to shit on Infura. No, but like I really think Infura is a good service, and they try to be like very bulletproof. So that was the one thing. And with MetaMask, there was a little thing where we did not inject it, actually, because it was injected in the other domains. I don't know why, even, like, maybe we can find that out also. But at one little fix by Matteo, which took, of course, hours to find out what to change, and then it worked. And 2 or 3 env variables were not where they should have been. But now everything is smooth and running. And I guess Willy is up soon and will show to a little part of the world.
Yeah, I showed it off to the Panvola crew too. I didn't click anything. I just went, it's like, hey, secret, Giveth.io just launched, and by the way, we're excited to be part of the white label game, Panvola.
It's very interesting.
Oh, Shannon is hosting it. I just saw that.
It's very interesting doing it live. It kind of changes it immediately changes hey, it's live, like, let me show you. And you totally can, I think. Like, if you manage to break it on demo day, like, yeah,
we'll make GitHub issues. I liked the soft launch banner a lot. And it's great, It gives us an excuse to, if it's a demo, hey, they were warned.
Yeah, we should revisit that just a little, like, because it feels we have so many pop-ups now. It's kind of funny. It's like pop. I don't know if you know the South Park thing where he cannot click the thing he wants then. And I don't know if soft launch, if that's enough. Like, just to say we are in soft launch. I don't know if that's enough so people really know what we mean. Go ahead, Tommy.
I noticed, I think it was yesterday while I was testing, that when the soft launch pop-up did come up, the whole front page changed on me. And then the GitHub feedback popped up, but it went from create a project. I posted it in the chat right there as a GitHub issue. The whole page, like, I went to go click on create a project, and right in front of my eyes it switches to sign in, and the whole page changes.
That would be, were you on iPad first of all?
I was on iPad.
You were? Okay, so if you click on create project and you were not signed in, then it would redirect to the home page and ask you to sign in.
I hadn't clicked anything. It did it all on its own. Yeah.
What? That's crazy. All right, so you created an issue, you said?
Yeah, I can add that I did it on the iPad.
Okay. Cool. Well, we shall have a look at that then.
Cool. That would be the next topic. Any suggested hot fixes? I'm not sure. I hope we can reproduce that one, Tommy. It sounds a bit hard to. get it actually to be in that state, but we can try. Are there any things like that we should probably look at the issue list as well, but that will follow anyway? Is there anything anybody noticed, or anything that should be done right now? Or
I'm just wanting to get some clarification if we're using Giveth.io or staging still.
that depends. So it's always, and just please remember, staging is where the first change is. So okay, and actually we're gonna change it in the future, but staging is always ahead. Giveth.io is the official deployment, so that's production. That's what people will use. Staging nobody uses. That's just for us to see if the things that are developed are working. And and it's okay to test both, and it's good to tell where you were testing.
Okay, then that's just my follow-up question, because Giveth.io does not work at all for me. So I'm wondering if that's normal.
You should clear your cache and well, log out, then clear your cache, and then you should never have that problem ever again.
There is a problem, but there was a Gatsby page there before, and there is a Gatsby page there now. So it seems to be very like sitting very hard in that cache. There is no other way, it seems, than doing it on your local browser. Reset the cache, and everything will work.
Yeah, I would say in terms of like where to test, it should be something like this: that staging is an exact copy of the live website, and then we will work on some changes and we will deploy those changes ready to go live.
My Brave shields prevented me from loading it. So I cleared my cache, I closed the window, I opened it, and then as soon as I put my shields down, it loaded the site. So that's weird.
Okay, I think we should test in Brave then. But yeah, just in terms of where to test.
Chorus is getting blocked. I think that's what we learned.
So, okay. All right. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, that's all I wanted to know. We can move on.
Yeah. In general, we only recommend Google Chrome because we cannot test other browsers anyway. And most of them don't handle Web3 anyway.
Yeah, just realistically, like the majority of our users are going to be using Brave. So if it's broken in Brave, it's...
Well, that's an assumption, because Chrome is like 90% of all, maybe more. I don't know. I don't know the exact number, but it's really, 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 really high.
This is why we need some analytics. But yeah, I mean, it seems like Brave should work, huh?
I almost have them in the analytics, by the way. It's very easy to.
If someone has some kind of ad blocker or something that stops the same thing that Brave's blockers do, it doesn't matter what browser they're on, they're going to have to disable their shields. And yeah, there's no way around it. If Taurus is going to be the wallet that we default to, it'll be a challenge. So I think I made this an issue before, that we need some sort of pop-up or some sort of awareness if there's shields, and give the user some information, because even if they're using Chrome, this is probably going to run in. A lot of users will run into this.
There is so we do have a section in the docs that we could link to, where it says what to do. And by the way, it works fine for me in Brave. I did not, of course, but I don't get a white page at all.
I have a white page on Chrome, and I just like cleared my local storage and my cache. And I clicked on donate, and then I clicked back. And now I have a white page, and in the console, I have this child image sharp undefined error. Matteo, remember this one?
Where exactly? /donate.
Yeah, I put the screenshot in. I put the screenshot in Giveth Dev 2. Yeah. So yeah, like Giveth. I mean, Willie's presentation is in 50 minutes, and like, I'm worried about this now. I mean,
why?
maybe.
Yeah, I hope he. I mean, there is nothing to worry about, I guess. I don't know why you get. I mean, so it's a bit strange, but I don't know why everybody comes now with white pages. We are testing this for a long time. I mean, I'm testing it all the time on all my machines. It looks really good. It's I mean, I don't. It's a bit hard to like evaluate if it's different on different machines. So maybe we can find out why. So anybody with a white screen, please pull up your console. But it's I don't know.
Yeah, it's really weird.
That Willie will not present a white screen. Like, I hope he loads the website first. Steps onto the.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about the live website. Like, he's supposed to be on staging anyway. Yeah.
It's really weird. I just open Safari, which I never do, and it runs perfectly. It works.
I always put it on my phone, on my iPad. It's so cool that it works like that.
All right. So I'm on the white screen here on Giveth.io. Cannot read property child image sharp.
Yeah.
Or undefined.
Same one.
Shields are off, cleared cache.
It seems to be working okay on mine. I can go in and create a project and everything right now.
Cool.
My Brave even asks me if I want to set up a crypto wallet to interact with this app, and others like it. Sadly, I haven't set up. Does anyone have a wallet set up in Brave? That would be cool to test. Because I think it's MetaMask based, or is it MetaMask?
It's a Chrome extension, but it's still for Brave and MetaMask.
Well, good thing we're just soft launching, huh?
Did anyone make an issue for this yet?
For the white screen?
If you can, I mean, maybe with the error, but
I'll just, yeah, then I can throw in a print screen of the console.
Yeah, that's cool.
According to an issue that I just found out, is related to the front matter from Markdown remark on the index page. And there is some workaround, but I don't really understand it very well. I think you did that, Kai, or I'm not sure. Let me show you the issue.
Yep.
Can you send that to me also?
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
did you put it in chat? Ah, okay.
Yeah, let me do it here as well. Give it to that.
But that is Gatsby itself. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an issue in the Gatsby GitHub.
Well, but this is a build error.
Yeah, that's a build error.
And I don't know what you meant about the front matter, but we use the front matter of a markdown file for the content actually that we pull into the landing page. But James set that up some time ago, and it actually looks like we have that for a really long time now. We just expanded on it to include more content. So that should be fine. That's the only thing where we have anything with front matter.
Yeah.
But
No, because
Mhm.
the solution that says in that issue is just define the image in the template.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
So yeah, if we have child image sharp anywhere, we can put it out because we are not using it anyway. Everything, all our graphics are vector except one or two. And for those,
this is deep inside of Gatsby. Like it's used for any kind of it's used by Gatsby image basically, which we use for any image not SVG, I believe. Like guys, I'm getting this error all the time on Giveth.io. I cannot not get it right now.
Are you in Chrome or where?
Pardon? In Chrome? Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't believe it's happening on staging, which is what Billy's using, right?
it's very hard. Like I cannot get it to not work.
It's okay. You don't have to get it to work. You don't have to break it.
I really hope it doesn't break. When I get, but Willy is a child of the sun, so you know, like, the world smiles upon him. I can't believe it would break on stage. Because if it doesn't break, I think some people might really like it and be impressed. Because us crypto people, we thirst for like good looking, nice flowing, great UXy things. Didn't have them for a long time. It really works very well for me. Like anything I do, works. Come on, Taurus. Even Taurus. Yeah, good. But let me check it out. Actually, let's look at the code or the issue board. There it is. All right. And we should finally close like everything that's part of this sprint here. There was a bit of a long one. All right. Those I will put all of them to done because nobody interacts with those anymore. If it's not tested by now. Okay. This is done for a long time. Why? Make it open in a new tab. Great. It was pinged myself. Stupid. Then.
Oh yes, I forgot to put that one in stay in and done because the only thing that was missing is to open the tab in a new tab instead of the same.
I know. But did you actually include that target plan? Oh, so it's done? Nice.
Yeah, it's even in live.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, those very little things they get overlooked easily. So what about all this in progress stuff? Let's look at it. Test, balance, polling.
That's what I'm working since this morning. haven't made much progress, but yeah.
That's
I try to understand that one is the amount of it that you have currently in your wallet, right?
Yeah, there's some kind of polling in place for this.
Yeah, I noticed that sometimes it loads and sometimes it doesn't.
It's definitely fast follow. View my projects while not logged in.
Yeah, that's for the route that is /account/ or not and view my projects and currently showing unavailable page. So it should prompt the modal for you to sign in or something else.
Ah.
Yeah, that's like really sneaky. Someone that knows the route and tries to go there, but yeah, it's just making it better.
I applaud your understanding of like what this issue is about because that's like, wow, that's really good. You two understand each other. That's great. Okay. If you that's all that's important, right? Create the and put it in fast follow. Create the concept of project status. That's a great one for fast follow. Because you were thinking about stuff to work on, James. That might be lower hanging one, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like, to be honest, I've been feeling a little bit blocked and I don't know, like even frustrated a little bit because I feel like, well, in this example, like I need the dev environment in order to be able to move this forward, basically. So it's definitely fast follow. Yeah, it's not like I didn't have anything to work on, like I kind of do, but like staging is kind of blocked, right? Like for release demo. And
yeah, like I said, I already cloned the server, so you can basically start. I just have to upload the image to the other server, change a few variables, so it's not a big hassle to have a dev impact graph.
yeah, I'm not frustrated with you. I guess I should just finish my thoughts, like for completeness and honesty. Like essentially, like I have a big change coming, basically, which we decided not to put in ahead of F Denver, basically, and that's what I've been kind of working on. But I'm kind of blocked on that. But I could have jumped in to like fix some of these smaller issues, which I feel like I would like to have gotten done by today, basically. And I don't know, like I guess maybe we just have different ideas about like what this soft launch is, right? Like in my mind, I feel like we're going to have a lot of eyes on us in the next day, like today, basically. So I mean, it's kind of things that like I could have done and would have liked to have done and didn't do, and they're not done. And yeah, it's not like I was looking for something to do. Like I didn't know what's like. I kind of didn't. I felt a bit blocked. I'm half complaining and I'm half frustrated. It also does not bother me at all. But I need to just voice this because.
Can I try to help you?
Yeah.
So my opinion is that what we did here with the soft launch, it looks very good. It feels nice. It says it's a soft launch thing. So that implies, like I said before, we should expand on that and explain, hey, this is not finished yet. You can use it. All funds are safe. And that's, for me, the most important thing. All funds are safe because these are all Taurus handled wallets. And I mean, if anything happens, it's on Ethereum, an Ethereum problem or a Taurus problem, or it's like we cannot be, nothing can happen, so the funds get lost, and so that's the most important thing. And I think it's okay to be in a extended dev period because otherwise you always start with this empty thing with no with no campaigns, with no projects and stuff. And now people can make projects. And we can start to have like we just said we would not fully launch, which means to really tweet it on every channel, to put it everywhere. And I'm not in favor of putting out any blog posts or tweets or whatever. That's so I did understand the soft launch also. Let's put it there, but let's be quiet about it. And so I don't know if anything has been sent out yet. That will be one thing we can still say, hey, please don't send anything out. We meant it. We want to work on it more. But you can start onboarding projects, because that's a lot of work. They need to be onboarded. They need to be taken by the hand one by one, I guess, because it's not that hard. But I guess people want to be, onboarded.
I've created some text to reach out to past projects on Giveth one to see if they want to add their projects to Giveth 2. We just haven't actually sent out any communication yet until I wanted to make sure that like the live website was actually working when they went there to add their project.
Yeah.
I cannot decide that here, or I don't know if even we should decide that here, but I think that is fine, because these are private messages, right? You're not publicly announcing, hey guys, come here. You're just saying, please, hey, have a look. This is how it's gonna look. It's working, but we're still working on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it would just be a private message, nothing public.
Yeah, that's for me the line between the soft launch and the launch. Like I do think it makes total sense to onboard people, because then we have more users, they find more bugs, they find things they are maybe not happy with, and now we can still change them probably, as long as it's small.
Yeah, I just want to communicate like very clearly, like that I had more to give to Giveth in the last day or two, and Giveth didn't get it, and that's like somehow I feel like I had expectations about what we would have done by today, and it's not done, and I myself could have done it, but didn't, and I just want to voice that, because in the future I think we can improve upon that, and I take responsibility for this anyway. Like, I'm not blaming anyone. Like, ultimately, it's my fault. I don't know. Like, maybe just for me, I see Willy's presentation in 1 hour is like super important, or it's in half an hour now. Maybe I put too much value on that ultimately. And yeah, I mean, I just want to voice that concern and that frustration to you guys in the spirit of honesty. I can't help how I feel. That's how I feel.
I'm interested though, what are the specific things you would have liked to have in there that are not in there now?
Well, what we're looking at here, like, I mean, balanced polling, like I don't know how up to date, and this is part of it also. Like, I felt like during the last 3 days, like, there was things that I wanted to work on in GitHub, but GitHub was not up to date. So, for example, like opening the feedback in a new tab, I did that change also. Basically, it was double done, and like, it's kind of like I didn't feel like GitHub was up to date, and I didn't feel like I could pick up small tickets and do them. Basically,
I see.
and like, I believe that like all of these tickets here could have been done probably by the presentation. And it in like, it's just for me, like, yeah, I mean, that's it really. Like, I feel like they could have been done in time for Willy's presentation, and they're not, and I could have done them, and somehow I didn't resolve this thing that stopped me from doing it. But I just want to voice the concern that I could have done it, I wanted to do it, and I didn't feel like I could have done it, and I didn't manage to figure out what I needed to do in order to do them. Basically. So
English is too bad to follow. I'm a German boy.
And I say that in the spirit of transparency and in the spirit of like wanting to be as good as we can be, right? And wanting to give what I can give, right?
Yeah, and we'll thank you actually for that. Please do, please also make your own roadmap in that sense. Like, SSR is a cool thing, but I feel the page is snappy enough to not, worry. Like, it's rendering currently.
This is separate from SSR, right? Like, let's not get confused. Like, I'm talking about.
that was what you were working on that blocked you for doing the other things?
That I put, there's a whole other story that I'm not even going into. I'm just saying that like I could have benched that and like gone in and just fixed these little issues here, like, and you know what I mean? Like in the spirit of getting them done, like for people looking at our web app. You know what I mean?
Well, man, I want to tell you that I understand the frustration, but I don't want you to feel that bad because technically those little issues were assigned to me and I assigned myself, and I also can blame myself for not doing them yesterday. I excuse of that, but in sense of you understanding your frustration, I want to say that they are so little that more likely that polling tab in the little user won't even be being shown. So if that's the little details that are getting you really worried, maybe I don't know, try not to give it too much head about it or what I mean. I hope the presentation will look really cool, but not showing how much ETH you have, maybe it's not that needed. Or what do you think?
I agree. It's not that important. It's just, yeah. I mean,
because man, you have done such an amazing work, and I don't want you to feel bad because just a little balancing is not showing. I don't want you to feel bad because your work.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. It's just like, I guess what I'm saying is that like it's about expectations, right? It's like that maybe like we should have been clearer about like, you know, there should have been a milestone that said death Enver, and it completed at this hour on this day, right? And even before that, there should have been a code freeze. I don't know, probably yesterday, actually, I would say, and like we should be able to look at this in progress column here or at this backlog here, and I should know, and you should know, and anyone should know exactly what is going to be in place for fdenver. And I think like that's what I'm pointing at right now. I'm saying like I thought some things were going to be done that are not done, right? But the fact is, organizationally, like we don't have the system in place to know that, right? And for me personally, I think that that's important. In terms, like for me, it would be important going forward to be able to do that better. I guess that's something I could say I'm trying to say. Maybe. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, we understand.
Yeah,
I also want to do a better job at like doing this. It's like this issue board just gets so overrun and confusing, and we were not really holding ourselves to our sprints. Like this sprint that I'm trying to close now, I won't be able to because we don't have
guys.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. I needed to make a change in the hero because Lauren was asking Mitch that for the presentation need to go up. So what do you guys think? I do the complete flow with it through my branch to staying, then to master, or should I keep it in the staying? What do you guys think? I am just a button ahead of doing it.
They will Willie will present staging, so whatever you do, you can do it there.
Okay, on it.
Thanks. I didn't understand what to do, but or is that the meta thing? But I think that's fixed now.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I think we still have things to sort out organizationally, basically. Like the way we've been working, like when we have a live website like this, we still can continue the way we've been doing it, right? Because like with Kanban and like deploying all the time, like that will only work if we have very good automated tests in place, right? That we can just merge and deploy and merge and deploy. And we have all of these tests that are running that automatically click through things, that automatically run in the background, and we can be confident that nothing is broken, right? We don't have that. So we need to do cycles where we do user testing, where we deploy to staging, where we test, where we are confident, nothing changes, and then staging goes to master. And then, I don't know, I just want to put that out there, right? That we still have stuff to figure out, basically, organizationally.
Yeah. we can always do better. I guess this is also something that we're not really ending. Like, I mean, it would be nice to arrive at a point where we say, hey, no, we are doing great, great, great all the time. But it's also, yeah, it's really hard in that environment, I guess, as well, because everything is a bit chaotic. Like, we do have people that test, but they might also test when they want to test, and then they make issues, and they might not, like, there are many things that are blocking us on these. Well, one of them is that we did not I managed to do one nice sprint, but then we had this I don't know the current one, and the current one just got overloaded all the time, and so we were never able to, the final MVP one, and we were never able to close it. And this is always, when that happens, it will crash on our heads. And I said last week that I would not do it at ETH Denver. I would not soft launch or anything. But we said we want to soft launch, and if people say they want to soft launch, I support them in doing that. And I don't know, I think we all try to support that thing, but if not everyone, like even the fucking FAQ, sorry for swearing, is like nothing has changed. It's like, I don't know, nobody is doing that. Nobody. Like, everybody's saying they do it or they want to do it, but nobody's doing it. And it's if people finance and they don't do it, and I can hold myself to, I don't do everything I say I want to do, because I'm also overloaded like everybody else, not only with Giveth, but many things going on, But
sure you do, man.
And this is that's sad, but I try to push still, and it will not always be perfect, but also we should keep in mind that this is not the work of a company. This is the work of collaborators that are, coming here, and even the ones who are, like, so to say, on board as regular contributors, it's not a full job. Do you know what I mean? It's like, this is still, I wouldn't call it hobby. I would call it a full job, but it's not, like, in the sense, I don't expect the same quality I would expect of a 40 to 60 hour work week, full paid team, right? Where we do little interviews with people, like, please write this function in JavaScript and whatnot. We don't do that. We have contributors, and because we have issues and they need to be done, and then we need somebody to do them. And I'm so glad that I think we have a great team, actually, but we can manage our expectation in that until we get somebody who is really crazy master in issue management and that kind of things. We all have to self-manage a little, and I don't know, everybody has to. It's hard to really arrive at a point here. I think everybody has to pull their weight somehow, or we have to work together, maybe better, somehow.
Totally, and that's about always improving how we work, right? There's no fixed way to work, and ultimately it's up to us to figure out what works for us. And I think we are getting better at it, basically. We just need to figure it out, and if we have ideas on how to make things better, then we should voice them. And to be clear, my expectations are nothing more than I don't know, I'm just voicing what I need in order for me to give as much as I can. And that's not about me, right? It's about giving at the end of the day. So we all have different needs, and we all have different ways of working. And so, I love you guys. You're awesome. Look what we did.
I'm very proud, yeah. And that's a very good point. I don't feel any stagnation. I feel it accelerating. And, if you stumble and you don't get up, that's bad. But if you get up, continue, and then laugh when you stumble again. That's our way here, I guess. And it would be cool if it was better, but it might, I don't know. It's okay. For me, it's okay. I like it.
And we're also getting better. I mean, remember our meetings around September, October, it's a completely different mess than what we have right now, and I'm glad.
I have to say that was one of the, like I said it before, when people said, hey, let's just hire somebody. And I was like, guys, I don't want to hire somebody just because they say they want to do the work. Like, it should be different. Somebody should emerge. That's the only way it works with Giveth. I don't know why, but that's the only way. Look at the people who are here. Nobody here has been hired. So like has been like found through an ad. Nobody. They just come and they stay or not. And we lost quite some time with we got a good win with new management or project management, but because Ben, and it's not his fault anyway, because he did not really do it before, it did not work out too well after a few weeks, I guess. And so these are the things where we lose a little time, and yeah, that can fall on your head. But we're still live and it works. And seriously, it hasn't been in better shape before. And yeah, I see little bugs when I go there. And I was like, oh, damn it, I wanted to fix that. There's a fucking hovering hand missing, you know? And every time I forget. But then yeah, I promise myself to do it. I'm proud of all of you. Here, look at my face. Little face.
Proud face. Proud Papa Kai.
Yeah, that's true. It's what my daughter calls me. We're at the full hour, guys. You successfully disrupted the rest of like getting this sprint cleaned up.
Yeah,
it's one of the things I'm a bit fearful. Like, I don't want to mess with the board too much alone, because then it's like it's so much better with you guys, because there are questions all the time with every issue. Hey, is this in work? Is this done? Is it? So maybe we should do another Scrum meeting tomorrow or something. It doesn't have to. I don't want to wait till Sunday, I guess. I would like to move on and plan the next sprint and get clear about this, maybe smaller group.
I mean, for me, it's like, to be honest, I feel it's another conversation. Like, maybe we don't have it now. Like, I feel personally that like if an issue is assigned to you, then it's up to you to keep it up to date. Like, I've tried to go through it also. Lauren actually went through the GitHub yesterday or the day before and started moving issues. So I think it's definitely doable. Like, I have done it also. I've spent like hours even like moving shit around. But like, if something is assigned to you, then like it's your responsibility. And I fear personally like that, like another meeting to go through it all together is not, it's not the way to do it, really, to be honest. It's not, there's a right way to do it or a wrong way to do it. It's like, for me, it feels like it shouldn't really be that necessary, I would say. There's definitely things we need to talk about. Like, we didn't talk about anything today, but I think like twice a week is probably enough, no?
Yeah, it was just like putting what are we dropping? What do we pull in the next sprint? Those are the things I wanted to talk about today. And I put them on the agenda, but, you know, there was quite a lot of stuff we talked about. And that's why, like, if 1 hour is not enough, like that, you know, we will feel it on Sunday. And if I look at new issues, almost none of them are assigned. So this is another thing. Like, these are
discarded.
And that's what I would like to talk. I think it's a better way to manage them. But I feel you. And also, maybe we are having too long meetings. We could also do a daily stand-up that's much, much, much shorter and have only one meeting a week.
Yeah.
But let's maybe think about that and do a little Scrum management here.
Yeah.
And meet soon.
Yes. Oh my God. 19 minutes. What are we going to do?
19.
Like a
that's when it's up. I'm having a call now with Consensus.
About what? What do they want?
I don't know. I do the bridging, right, with all, so I'm like, they want more bridges. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
I guess.
I have a thing to say if we're near the end there. I spoke to a couple of you about a marketing blog that I'm writing about the technical differences that we can look at between Giveth 1 and Giveth 2. So either Kai or Amin, you guys are fairly knowledgeable of Giveth 1, right? would say so. Somewhat, sure. Yeah. So if you guys have time today, I'd like to have a one-on-one with either or both of you and maybe flesh out this blog post that I'm making a bit more. It shouldn't take more than 20 minutes, but yeah, be nice to talk.
Sure, I can do in half an hour.
Okay.
Thank you, Kai. Actually, I should go for dining, and after I have another meeting for in 2 hours and 1 hour and a half. So, thank you, Kai. I cannot.
You should still come, maybe. I mean, because I'm not sure about the future. What's the roadmap, the current one? So I will just talk about the stuff I know, which is very on the very superficial. Because I think nobody wants to know that how we deploy or whatever. I will just say what chains we're on, what the feature set is, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and even Amin, if you can't join in the call, I can just post the draft of the document, and if you see anything that looks funny, just leave a comment on it, if you have time.
Of course, I love to help. I cannot do it in next 3 hours. After that, I will be okay. If you like,
today, anytime.
Okay, I will be whenever I become available. I will tell you. I don't have your handle in the Discord. Can you send me a message? I will ping you there.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, and then I'll ping you guys later, and we'll